Saturday to you guys. This is your first of 4 pay-per-view reactions, and this is the very first Thunder Blunder pay-per-view reaction. Won't do a review because this pay-per-view was House of Glory High Intensity 8, which featured, main evented. The main event was the Young Bucks versus the Private Party. And let me tell you, that match did not disappoint. A 5-star bout. Well worth the $15 all by itself. And at the end, the Young Bucks came out victorious. It's like watching a Clash of the Champions World Tag Team title match from the WCW era of Clash of the Champions. It was an absolute classic. And after the match, the owner of House of Glory came out and thanked them, and then he attacked them, and then some of the guys from the locker room had ran down, and that felt like a shoot, if you know what I'm saying. I had this really uneasy feeling, and then Heyman came out. I'm like, okay, all right, it's part of the show. I'm like, wait a minute, did he really bring these guys there to, get his boys over and do some crazy outlaw type stuff? Brian Alvarez had a deal happen, I think it was like 6 weeks ago, where he was attacked somewhere here in my home state, unfortunately. Some crazy slapdick promoter abused him and let the fans beat him up, but that's neither here nor there. Glad to see Brian Alvarez is okay. He's still doing this thing with Dave Meltzer. And speaking of people who cover the biz, the Sala Monster and JD from New York 206 was covering the House of Glory pay-per-view on commentary. And back to what I was covering, there was a very good, heartfelt speech at the end where the Young Bucks were saying goodbye. They put over House of Glory for a pool of talent to be pulled from, and saying AEW would exist without them, and then they all kind of thanked one another. And at the end, they set up a match for the second episode of AEW TV on TNT. It's going to be the Young Bucks against the Private Party once again. Now, there was one match in particular that really stood out to me, and it really showed why people love House of Glory. And that was Matt Travis versus Montekia. I had never heard of either of these people until this evening. However, I did take a lot of notes on this match. Oh boy, let me tell you. It was for the House of Glory Crown Jewel Championship. Now let me tell you, when I seen this championship belt, I immediately thought of the TNA Global Legends. It was the Global, it was the Legends, and it was the Television title. TNA had a lot of different names, and this belt definitely had that same template and everything. It was very similar, but honestly, it looked a lot better. It was nice. Matt Travis, he came out to the ring in this, it was like a Freddy Krueger style sweater. He had these like crazy looking claws. And then his opponent, Montekia, he had this like Ultimo Dragon superhero with like a cat kind of image. Not really so much a cat, it was a very unique look to him. And the guy kind of had like an afro and kind of this cape deal. And anyway, let's get right to it here. It was a fast-paced start with a series of forearms landing. There's okay, I probably won't be able to get through all this. There's a lot here, but there's a lot of back and forth. There was a really nice moonsault by Matt Travis here. Matta Kea at one point hit Matt Travis with this JBL looking like clothesline. Man, that shit was scary. And he got a near fall off of that. It was a really good back and forth contest. Me covering it in blind blow, let's just throw them out, man. It was a great match. Something I highly recommend you guys go back and watch. Matta Kea is definitely going to be the next breakout high flyer. You want to know the new dream match on the table that people can ask to see? It's Bandito versus Matta Kea. And Matta Kea did indeed pick up the victory after a nice back and forth toward the end. It was really hard fought. A lot of effort put forth by both guys, but I gotta say that Matta Kea was definitely the shining star of the two. And that right there was a 4-star match. And I highly recommend for those two matches, you guys throw down that $15 and also check out some of the other stuff on there. It wasn't good, it wasn't bad to me. It's just there's a lot of new wrestling that's came out over the last few years, and I'm trying to give it all a chance slowly but surely. But I definitely recommend you guys watch it. It was a thumbs up experience overall. Nothing I can really complain about too much other than during that Matta Kea Matt Travis match, we did lose the commentary for most of that bout with Jason Solomonster and JD from NY206. Yeah, that's a tongue twister to say sometimes. But hope you guys enjoy this great weekend we have ahead of us, professional wrestling. Look for my ROH Summer Supercard review reaction coming later this weekend. You'll see it soon. See you guys soon. Have a great Saturday.